Hey, horror fans, once again, it is me, the Horror Miser, Monty G. It's time to review another horror movie. We're going to review the latest supernatural horror film on Shudder right now. Not Shudder, on Peacock. That's right, Peacock. It is You Won't Be Alone. Yes. Now, You Won't Be Alone is a 2022 supernatural horror film. It was written and directed by Goran Stovitsky. I believe I pronounced his name correctly. Now, the film stars Sarah Komonska, Anne-Marie Maranica, and Naomi Rapace. Now, in the film, in an isolated mountain village in 19th century Macedonia, a young girl is kidnapped and then transformed into a witch by an ancient spirit. Oh no, here we go again. Now, when it comes to supernatural horror films, they will either have witchcraft or witches as part of their stories. Whether it's a curse placed upon the victim, an evil spirit that was a witch, or even a coven of witches, it seems like filmmakers can't get enough of putting this premise in supernatural horror films. It seems like every time we come up, we see a lot of witches in horror films, whether it's supernatural, whether it's a curse that was placed upon by a witch, or maybe it was an evil spirit that used to be a witch that has to be exorcised. It seems like everyone is fascinated by this concept in supernatural horror films. That's why I was quite surprised after seeing Australian Macedonian filmmaker Goran Slavinsky's latest entry into the subgenre called You Won't Be Alone. Taking place in 19th century Macedonia, we see Maria, a witch who they call wolf eatress by the locals, is about to kill a newborn baby when the child's mother begs Maria not to kill her. Now, after making a promise to Maria not to take the child until she is 16, the mother hides the baby in a cave, hoping to protect her. However, 16 years later, Maria kills the mother and takes the now 16-year-old girl called Naverva, I think it's how you pronounce the name, and then transforms her into a wolf eatress. However, frustrated by Naviva's childlike behavior, Maria abandons her and Naviva is left alone, and she tries to discover what her purpose in life should be. That's basically what the film is about. Now, you really have to give Goran credit for the story. I see his crafty here is something I haven't seen regarding witches in supernatural horror film. It's something totally different, and I really have to give him credit because I would like to see someone try something new instead of something that we've seen and experienced before in horror films. This is more of a self-discovery, if anything else, as we see Naviva go through all the aspects of being a human being. The reason how I can best explain this is to say if a cat or a dog had the ability to actually become a human being, or let's say maybe a giraffe had a chance to be what an elephant is like, or maybe even a monkey had the chance of being what a human being is like. That's simply what Naviva goes through in this film right here. I won't say the type of purpose what she goes through in here, but that's basically what the self-discovery that Naviva goes here, and I thought it was a fantastic way to show this in a horror film. Now, we see all the good and the bad of what human beings are, and Goran doesn't hold back. Showing the violence humans can be to each other, and also showing the good that we can care for each other as well. There are some aspects in the film that might trigger someone because there are some violent things that happens to Naviva while she's going through being a human being, but we also see some of the good aspects that she goes through. She goes through the whole gamut. Now, the film looks authentic, as I believe this was filmed in Siberia. If someone asks, make sure that's verified that, because I've tried to find out where it was filmed at. But he does take advantage of the areas that he used to film, and he makes the audience believe that we're back in 19th century Macedonia. All the acting is top-notch. Sarah Komonsky, Anne-Marie Macarena, and Naomi Rapace are excellent in their roles. There's not much really of a dialogue because they speak in the native language where they're supposed to be in it, but you can just see just by their expressions how they act towards each other. It's fantastic. It's some of the best acting I've seen in the horror film today. Now, the only problem I do have with this film is there's about a 25-minute flashback that we have regarding Maria's backstory and how she became a wolf eatress or a witch. Now, I understand the reason why, because it does explain her hateful nature and her motivations for what she does. But for me, it could have been done with a 10-minute conversation. I don't think we really need an extra 25 minutes for showing what happened to her. But I guess I could see the reason why Goran did what he did. Now, I know some horror fans will not enjoy this film because it can be a bit of a slow burn to them. The subtitles can make it confusing at times, and there's really not much horror in the film. I mean, we do have some horror elements in the film. There are some gory scenes in the film. I mean, they don't hold back on the gore in this film, what little of it that there is. But it's like I said, it's more of a self-discovery film than it is in horror. But we do have the horror elements in it. And like I said before, I really enjoyed this film mainly because of the acting and the story that Goran had created here. Because, like I said, it's a story about self-discovery and learning all the good and bad things in life. So I'm going to give You Won't Be Alone. I'm going to give it 4 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. Giving it 4 out of my 5 bloody gold coins. One of the best horror, if not the best, one of the best horror films I've seen so far this year. I have a feeling this is going to be in my top 10 horror list of the year because I really did enjoy the film. I like what Goran did here. It's something totally different that we haven't seen in horror films before. I'm pretty sure we've seen it in other genres of films, but I don't know if we've actually seen it in horror films. If there's something like this, I would like to know. If there's something like this film, but I really got to give him credit. He did a fantastic job here. So there you have it. That is my review and video of You Won't Be Alone. I hope you guys did enjoy it. And if you did, give it a thumbs up, like, and share. Also, have you seen You Won't Be Alone? Leave your comments in the comments and tell me what you thought about the film. Also, if you're new here, please hit that subscriber button and ring that notification bell. That way you'll be notified anytime when I put a new video such as this one. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Money G, and always remember that horror rules. And I'll see you in my next video. I'm out.